Hold on a second there, my bozos and homies. Don't forget to pick up your tickets for Town Hall in New York City, May 9th. It's the biggest show we've ever done, and we want everybody there. Mix of stand-up comedy, plus we play a little AYG with the crowd.
We also have our card game. The second version of the card game is on sale right now at arugarbage.com. It's over 50 of our questions. You get to play with your friends, your family. Call them trash. It's a fun game. Get involved, arugarbage.com.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's new favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they grow to be classy or if they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition. She is upstairs getting her New Year's resolution list together.
Okay.
I don't know how anybody can drink any more than she does, but she's going to take a shot at it in 2024. My co-host is coming at you from across the table, slightly amused this week.
Sure.
That was like reading a Far Side or something. I got a little chuckle out of you.
Yeah, you like the funny papers.
Give it up for KJ, Kevin James Ryan.
What up, gang? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, view, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are...
True to ref.
Cooking. And obviously, the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/arugarbage. You go over there. You get, like, I don't know, maybe at this point, 4 bajillion hours of content.
It's a good time.
And then also, if you go over there to www.arugarbage.com, you can get tickets for our brand new announced New York City show at Town Hall, baby.
Whoa!
While supplies last, all sales are final.
Let's go. Town Hall, the boys stepping onto the Great White Way.
It's a big one, baby. It's the biggest venue we've ever played. It's huge.
Classy joint over there.
Real classy joint. I don't know why they want our filth in there, but hey, buddy, I'll go.
Gonna be real nice. Bob Dylan, a couple other people.
Hey, Jimmy Smits.
They got Jimmy Smits over there?
Yeah, he did 2 nights there.
Love Schmitz. What's he just tell? Old stories from NYPD Blue? Huh?
Shout out to Smith.
About Dennis Franz's lunches?
Sipowicz and Schmitz need to do a fucking podcast. That thing be boom. I'd be tuned in where they just go over old episodes.
I love that. I'd love that. Dennis Franz retired, though.
Yeah.
Vietnam vet, Dennis Franz.
Sure.
Loved him.
I
Showed his ass on that show.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I remember the first he said dick one time. Oh, my God, man. I was like, what is this, ABC? What are we doing here? What the hell's going wrong with this country?
How about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the old magic man. Makes us all look good, works the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s. He crosses them T's and he dots them I's. Give it up for T-Bone McScruffins. It's Toby McMullen, everybody.
What up, boys?
What up, T-Bones?
You didn't say historical venue acts such as Bob Dylan have played. You just said Bob Dylan out of nowhere, which is so
He had a beer there one time.
It's like, yeah, we're doing this amazing theater, Bob Dylan.
He played the joint.
I know.
First time out of the clubs is what they tell me.
Yeah, it was his first theater show, they say.
There you go.
We'll see.
It's our first big theater show.
It's our first very big theater show. We're very excited. Tickets are moving quick. I'd get them while they last. You know what I mean?
You know, speaking of New Year's Eve, I'm not that big of a fan.
Sure.
Yeah, don't love it.
Sure.
I thought you
Well, speaking of what? I mean, you didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that whole vibe of like, it's for amateurs. I'm out there doing it every night. It's like, yeah, whatever. You can still party and put on a hat and blow a streamer or whatever.
Sure.
Or your neighbor, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Traffic's real bad.
Yeah, but it's a party.
Plus,
I also drink a lot all the time. But it's like for guys who look for let's get dressed up and get fucked up and have some pigs in a blanket or whatever.
I think you stay home and you have some people over and do something like that. They're going out and stuff like that.
I'm not saying go to fucking Times Square and sit there like a psychopath.
I did it once. It was the worst worst night of my life.
Stumbled in there. You were trying to get a bag.
Man, we were in Philly and they were like, let's go up. It'll be fun. And This kid I knew had an apartment in Times Square, so he was in like the cutoff.
Sure.
Man, it sucked.
Yeah.
It like proper sucked.
Yeah, I would never do that. But the bar, especially as like your early 20s or whatever, you go, it's like $200, an open bar, some finger foods, whatever. That's a good time.
I always had a bad taste in my mouth from it because my mom hated it when I was a kid. She didn't like it. It's when
Fun family you guys are.
a good time. I think it's when she found out her mom was dying or something like that.
Jesus
I can't remember
Christ.
what it was. So she always hated New Year's Eve, so we always stayed in and
Argued? You really screamed at each other?
we always stayed in and my dad would make like lobster or crabs or something like that.
Really?
Some type of shellfish. And then we'd watch Grease and then Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Sure.
And then bang pots and pans at midnight.
That was big. You got to do that.
little dirt bags out there.
Ding, 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 ding. I remember the one time
man.
I was like real young. I couldn't stay up till midnight. I did it at like 6:15. Neighbors were pissed.
Thought the British were coming. Fuck it. We always got the broken ones, though. She wouldn't let us use her good pots and pans. We always got broken ones. We always had a couple of broken pots laying around for like
The
water.
handle, no handle or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
You fucking burn the shit out of you.
I know. Remember getting that
She'd
duty?
give us hot pans.
That duty as a kid to move that if you had to like dump the water out without the handle.
Oh, man.
Man, I was nervous for about 18
Woo,
years.
dumping that spaghetti when you were a kid. Might as well have been plutonium.
I know. Really,
Jam you up.
really fuck you up.
You a New Year's Eve guy, T-Bone?
No.
Thanks, pal.
No, it's just not for me. I don't like Halloween.
You're not a partier anymore.
Yeah, it's. I feel like when I imagine when you go back to high school and watch the high school team play, and I'm like, I'd love to get out there, but it's not for me anymore.
I
you
don't
know?
go back and watch the high school team play. I don't do that shit.
He
Yeah.
streams it online.
I saw you out there. You had your Letterman jacket on.
I'm in the booth calling the game. What are you talking about? Fucking scotch in front of me. Got my championship ring on. Now, if my cousins was playing, yeah, I'd go see him. But I wouldn't just go back. I don't go to like homecoming and shit like that. I'm not a
It'd be
fucking...
weird. You're 47, dude. It'd be weird if you rolled up. What's up? Remember me from the 90s? Everybody was born in 2005.
I left some old CDs in the locker room. If you guys...
I'm here to dig up the time capsule. I told everybody I'd be back in 30 years. Where's Mahoney at? He died, man. Everybody moved on and had a family and kids, careers. Let it go.
I got my shovel. Did you ever do that?
No.
Time capsule?
That was a very trope you would see on TV shows like Saved by the Bell, like all that kind of shit. That was always an episode.
I feel like we dug up one or we planted one when I was in like 7th or 8th
Well,
grade.
we got to go back and get it, dude. If that's not a Patreon video, I don't know what is.
I don't know.
Did you dig it up?
I don't know where it is. School did it. I think my middle school did it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I got to put anything in there.
Yeah, probably not. You probably Steve rummaging through it. They caught you. Henry, that's my candy.
Yeah.
No, we've never did it. I never understood that. I didn't learn about it till later. It seems like I don't know what you expect when you do
If you
open
waited
it up.
thousands of years, that would be cool.
Well, then what's the payoff?
That's what I'm saying.
You don't, like, I'm not going to bury something and dig it up in 15 years.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what soda cans looked like back then? What do you put in there?
I don't know. Books.
Why? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the whole the pay. I don't know what the payoff
You have a reasoning behind that? Why they do time capsules?
Because it's fun.
is. It you two don't like fucking New Year's Eve, but you're doing time capsules?
I didn't
doesn't
say I
wanna-
like. I don't like time capsules.
Who doesn't want an original
It's too sad.
1995 copy of the Bluebell Penny Saver, man? Come on. It's a good time.
That would have been. I think about that all the time. All the toys and shit that I had when I was a kid. If I just would have kept one in the packaging.
Oh, maybe you're not supposed to dig them up, but time capsule is a historic cache of goods or information usually intended as a deliberate method of communication with future people.
Whoa.
And help future archaeologists, anthropologists, or historians.
We should do one.
Damn.
Let's do a time capsule.
Where?
I don't know. We'll put it somewhere,
Okay. All right, I'm in.
and then we'll leave. We'll do a.
Well, this is essentially a time capsule. This is going to live forever.
What do you mean?
Until there's a solar flare that takes out the internet.
Sure.
Whoa.
Damn. What are you guys smoking? What the fuck? What the hell kind of episode is this?
I like the way you think.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do one.
I never thought about
Or
it like that.
you know what we should do? We should do like a buried treasure. and come up with a map and see if anybody can find it.
How much cash are we talking?
I don't know, 10 grand.
I'll take a look in there.
10. We say it's 10 grand. Somebody finds it. $8 in there.
How the fuck did you find it? Did you play that Pokemon shit when it came out
Pokemon Go?
on the phone?
Oh, I was out there, baby.
Were you?
I was
really?
catching them all.
That was not too long ago.
Without question.
That was like 5 years ago.
Toby, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, must have been beating them away with a stick, huh?
That's crazy.
That was nuts. You'd see people in Central Park just disappearing into the shadows.
Dude,
at
people
like 10 o'clock
running
at
into
night.
churches and ruining weddings and masses and stuff. Like, because people are like, I got to get Charizard or whatever.
What was it?
Like,
what was
buddy,
it exactly?
download
I don't
Tinder,
really
will you?
understand what Pokemon was. They were in eggs, right?
No, that's more of a Tamagotchi, I think you're thinking
Shout
of.
out to you don't know Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi?
Tamagotchi. A Tamagotchi egg.
Sounds like a third
So it was like a
baseman.
little key. They just gave him $700 million. They were like little eggs. It was just like a little video game. And there was this guy that lived there. You had to feed him. He pooped. You had to like clean up. You had to keep him alive.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, but at the time, that technology was nuts.
Okay.
And you just had to like
Wait, hold on. Was it a toy or a video game?
a toy. It was like this big, but it was a little video game.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And it was like a
little bit.
keychain. You would like, whatever, and you had to like feed them, whatever, all this different stuff, and how long you could live. And you'd be like, oh, I'm 33 days, and if you didn't shower him or whatever, he, I don't know, fucking killed himself or whatever.
No shit.
Um,
We did that when I was a kid. We didn't do it, but other schools did it with like chickens.
yeah, that was another.
Take a chicken home.
To me, that was another big thing on fucking sitcoms. They would have like the home ec class, and they'd be like, "Hey, you'd have to take care of this pound of sugar or this watermelon or like whatever it was," and they always like lost it or fell in love with it and then found it again.
Yeah, my cousin went to school. They sent him home with an actual chicken, like an egg.
The hell do you go to school?
I don't know, somewhere out
Home on the range? God
out in
damn.
the sticks.
That's wild.
But it was in like a little like a gerbil cage with like a heat lamp over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
think his dad ate it, to be honest with you.
chicken omelets coming up, gang.
Couple of scrambies.
Can't make a scrambled egg out of a chick.
Why not?
You need an egg. You need an egg.
Oh, it's fertilized.
What?
Huh?
Well, they gave him an egg or an actual chick.
No, they gave him an egg with a chicken side, and he had a.
I thought you thought omelets were made of actual live chickens. No. Did you have to do the frog or anything? Dissect? We did a pig, I think.
A pig?
Uh-huh.
What the
like a
fuck?
baby pig.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
You
Hey,
did.
pork bellies. Get that Bunsen burner going. I was doing hibachi out there.
We did do the frog. I don't really remember it too well. It wasn't. We didn't have to kill it. It was already
Yeah,
dead.
no, what?
I thought you said to kill it.
No. They come in a bag. I'm not. You think I put them in a fucking this pig in a headlock and took them out? No, I remember they were like, "You have to do this." I'm like, "This is like Lord of the Flies shit. What are we doing here?"
So I remember that formaldehyde smell, dude. Right before lunch. Yikes! I didn't get it either. What the fuck does the frog have to do with me? It's supposed to teach you about anatomy. I'm not a frog.
Well,
You know what I mean?
sure.
You got to look at all the different shit and stuff. I don't think I think I did it, but I didn't do it well. I think I just like cut it open and left it there or something.
We also had to do an owl pellet. What
does that mean?
They
An owl?
Large birds of prey. They eat the whole thing, right? They'll eat like a whole bird or something,
Okay.
and then their stomach digests everything they can digest, but it can't digest the bone, so it spits this like egg pellet back up. It's like the size of a Tamagotchi egg. And then you have to like dig through it and put the bones together to find out what
What
it
the
ate.
fuck?
What kind of roadkill education is this, dude?
That's good eating.
Now, when you're hitting a deer on the highway, you just want to graze it.
It's the hoof. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Your science class happened on the side of I-95.
No,
Wait.
this was lunch. What are you guys talking about?
Was it an egg that they coughed up?
No, it's like imagine like a dry
Like a placebo or a placenta? Yeah.
A placebo. Imagine like an egg-shaped thing, yeah, with like it was like dry dirt kind of, and there was like feathers and bones in there, and you have to like go like, all right, this is a beak, this is a vertebrae.
And the owl the owl eats a bird.
I'm not Jack Hanover here. I don't have all the fucking
can't digest the
information.
bones, and it spits that stuff up.
Yeah, and then you go like, oh, for lunch he had a fucking whatever.
Jesus, how'd you get the owl?
I think they sell the pellets.
They're called pellets?
Owl pellet. Toby, can you get something on this?
Jesus, that's fucking vicious. Frog, I get. But they weren't killing owls, were they?
No, I guess like an owl farm or something. Or whatever. I don't know where they're getting these things. Listen, I didn't come up with the experiment.
Did you figure it out what he ate?
Yeah, he had like a
8-year-old.
I think it was a big man. It was a number 2. Chicken tender man. A
couple of sesame seeds in there.
They're just called owl pellets.
Yeah.
Really?
See if they're still doing it in school.
They can't be.
Why not?
People would freak out.
Dude, this was like 2001. Like, this wasn't that long
Lots
ago.
changed
I
since
guess
then,
it's
Kevin.
22 years. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is the mass of an undigested parts of a bird's food that come from bird species occasionally regurgitate? Yeah. It includes the exoskeleton of insects, ingestible
The
plants,
exoskeleton.
matters, bones, fur, bills, claws, and teeth. I'm telling you, man, it was wild.
Teeth. The fuck them owls eating?
Yeah, what the fuck's an owl eating that has teeth?
Teeth. Squirrel.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
They fuck you up.
Oh, man, birds of prey scare your boy.
Yeah, they're scary.
I think it's much rarer now to do this. The most recent I'm seeing is someone did it in 2015.
Okay. Probably a bunch of hillbillies.
You weren't cutting up frogs up there at that hippie school you
school.
went to, right?
No, we were rolling fatties and blowing clouds.
Fucking making tie-dye T-shirts and shit. For
It was Cloud, your neighbor. What? Yeah, that was the only really weird thing we did. We didn't have like home. We had like one home. We didn't have like pep rallies, like all that like fucking Saved by the Bell.
You didn't do that shit?
We had like one pep rally a year.
We had
maybe.
homecomings. We had a pep rally where we did a bonfire. I think they.
Yeah, that was like real.
I think they 86'd it.
Yeah, that shit all got fucking stopped before.
Yeah, because
me.
some fucking idiot, some dumbass fucking falls in it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was cool.
Was cool. A bunch of cars parked in a circle with the headlights pointed in.
I always wanted to do that, man. That and a
play football?
kegger in the woods.
You never did a keg in the woods?
Oh, we always had like basements and shit there. Like someone's parents were out of town.
Keg in the woods was all right.
Also, I'm not lugging a fucking keg back in the woods. Get a sixer. It's a BYOB at that point. What are you doing? My fat ass fucking stuck in thorn bushes.
Meet me at the moon tower.
Yeah. We were never big keg guys. We were cases of beer.
Yeah, we never really keg. Keg's a pain in the ass.
They are. Then you got a keg, and you're like, that's rolling around in your trunk, and like, that ain't easily maneuverable. For someone's parents were out of town, we would get kegs.
It took a skill to tap one, too. To tap it and get it nice.
You're talking to a guy who could tap a keg.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Freshman year of college, real big. Who's tapping? I'll tap it. We got the keg. I don't know how to tap. I had my own tap. Pull it out like a holster.
You did?
Bing. We had a party house. You had to have one.
They were harder to come by than the
They
kegs.
were. You got a tap, you get those. Because they were like, you had to pay like $50, $60 to rent those from the guy.
Yeah. Kim, let's talk about Rocket Money.
Rocket Money!
Do you know what that is?
No, please tell me. I have no clue what it is.
I'm going to tell you. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. How about that? It's awesome. I can see my subscriptions. I got it all right there. If I don't want something, bing, it's gone. Don't realize I had it? They tell you, yo, you've been getting banged out by these people for the last year. Bing, it's gone.
It's fantastic. I used it. I found out I was subscribed to Dildo with a Month Club. I was like, I didn't sign up for this. Someone's been playing around on my card. Boom, canceled it. Now it's more money in my pocket at the end of the month. You know what I mean?
Never hurt nobody.
They'll never try to get. They'll even try to get you a refund for months of wasted money and negotiate lower bills by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Here is the turkey. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped save its member an average of $720 a year.
There you go.
With over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Shout out to it.
That's some cash.
Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/garbage. That's rocketmoney.com/garbage. Rocketmoney.com/garbage. Do it.
Kid, we're talking about Beam.
Beam me up, Daddy-O.
A little too much dreaming about sugar plums and pixie fairies or whatever it is there, pork chop.
Waking me up.
You've been deep into the sugar. Let me tell you something, gang. Do yourself a favor and get on Beam. It's a hot chocolate that knocks you right out and puts you to sleep. You wake up feeling rested. You wake up feeling refreshed, and you're ready to take on the day. Just mix a scoop with hot water or milk, stir it up, and wait for the magic to happen. With nano CBD and all-natural ingredients, Beam will have you in dreamland in no time.
I like that, baby. It's fantastic. They sent us some. I did it here. Man, I had to take an Uber home. It got me
Falling all over the dance floor.
It got me drowsy. All jokes aside, it's a fantastic product. It's available in delicious flavors like chocolate peanut butter, aji machi, cinnamon cocoa, and sea salt caramel. Beam only has 15 calories and 0 grams of sugar. Today, all you Garbage listeners get a special discount on Beam's Dream Powder, their best-selling healthy hot cocoa for sleep with no added sugar. Better sleep has never tasted better. The numbers don't lie. In a clinical study, 93 of participants reported Dream helped them get better sleep. If you want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder, get up to 40% off for a limited time when you go to shopbeam.com/garbage and use the code garbage at checkout. That's shopbeam, BEAM.com/garbage and use the code garbage for 40% off. Do it.
Party Ball was big. Coors Light Party
We
Ball.
never did that. I remember those
man.
at barbecues and shit as a kid. Like probably when you were 18, I was 10 or whatever, or,
Dude.
8.
Those
the
things were
parents having
hot.
those. They start floating in the ice and shit once they got empty.
Once you're done with that thing, that goes right in the trash.
Good night.
Never knew about. What they still do those? Coors Light Party Balls.
I
T-Bone?
thought it was Bud Light.
No, it's Coors Light.
It's Coors Light.
It was before my drinking days.
They were
I've never seen this. These look like tanks of nitrous.
The party balls? They're sick.
Yeah, dude. They were awesome.
What, dude?
They were awesome. Pick one of them up, ice it down, fucking screaming
It's
cold.
like a cooler version of the Heineken Pony Keg.
Oh, that thing sucks. I always thought there was candy in that.
What?
I thought it was like fake. I thought it was just for decoration. That sucked. That was too little of booze.
My boy Vinny, we would go buy a bunch of those, and then Vinny with the skinny would get that for him and just like roll around a party with the little mini keg, doing inverted keg stands and stuff. Man,
It's all right.
any new technology that came out with booze or different technology, we went real hard in on. I remember we found a place that sold the ponies, the little beers. Man, you couldn't tell us
Love
shit.
the pony.
My biggest regret in ending my drinking career is that I did it right as people really dialed in the tornado with the bottle of
that
beer.
looks so cool.
It's so awesome.
I haven't done that.
Oh, it's so tight.
I'm not chugging beers anymore. You know, I'm an endurance man.
We had ponies not that long ago.
Yeah. Buffalo.
Bar in Buffalo.
Yeah,
with the hot dogs.
They were the High Life ones, and they're cool because they look like mini 40s. So do the Miller Lite ones.
Mhm.
They're not like the Rolling Rock ones are different. You know,
They're
like,
little bangers.
Yeah, same with the Corona ones.
The Rolling Rock's just like mini.
Regular bottle.
Yeah.
The Miller ones are like tiny little 40s. Feel real cool. Fucking
I feel like King Kong
racking
drinking beers.
ponies. Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
let's get to some cues here.
Yeah, all that aside, gang, we got a goddamn family episode. When you sign up on the greatest website of all time over there on Patreon, you get to submit a question. We'll answer your garbage question on the air. That's how we do it around here.
Mm-hmm.
This one's from Wyatt. Hey there, $10 investor. Never had one read. Do you know anyone that calls it an optional illusion? That's pretty bad.
I choose not to participate.
It's optional. It's not a mandatory illusion.
That just makes me think of those things that you would stare at.
I never got one of them.
I got it
The
once.
3D art.
I got it
The
once.
magic eye?
Oh,
I got it
never.
once, and I was like, what the fuck? It was a space shuttle with some planets behind it, and then I could never do it after that.
I've never, dude. I remember staring at this one close, far, crossing my eyes, not crossing my focus, not I couldn't. And when everybody else around you gets it, you start panicking and you're like
losing it.
concentrating too much.
How do you not look at it but look at it? That's what people would tell me. You got to look at it but not look at it. It's like, what the fuck? I'm high as shit over here.
I'm on fucking moon rocks.
Fuck
Daddy.
out of here.
I was real young too. I was like 7 or 8. I never fucking got those.
Those things were hot.
Did you own one? No way. My mom was bringing that black magic into that
dude.
house.
That's voodoo shit.
I want paintings I can see.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I can see a young Hank Foley really lying about seeing it.
Oh, what?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's bigger than I thought.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
No way.
Fuck out of here. Make with the chicken fingers, will you?
You're doing that thing where people are like, "Oh, what is it?" You're like, "Oh, well, you tell me what you see."
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me?
No, you always knew. There was only a couple of them. It was either a ship or a shuttle or something like that. There was only a few of them, as far as I knew.
I think I only really ever saw 2 of them ever in my life, and I never got them.
One was definitely a space
There was
shuttle.
probably more than a couple, I would assume.
You need a real solid, because it's got to be a solid shape that you can pick out based on the outline.
Sure.
Because it's not like it has depth or anything.
Right.
It just kind of separates.
I still don't. Can you see them now? Like, can you show me? Can I Google what it looks like?
You can't do it now. Oh, yeah. Of what the image is? You wouldn't be able to do it on a computer.
No,
now.
but like, can you show me? We have to have some sort of technology where I don't even know what it looks like. You know what I mean?
Looks like a space shuttle flying in between planets.
Yeah, but all like
Purple.
with color. Yeah, it's just all the same color though, right?
No, it's pretty well defined.
Really?
I only saw it once.
I don't know. The more you talk, the more I think you didn't see it.
Yes, I did.
Nuh-uh.
Toby, you got it?
I'm not seeing any ones that'll show you the image, but I was trying
That's
to.
how they get you. They want you to spend the money and buy it.
Yeah.
They're not giving that shit away for free.
Money talks, dude.
Yeah. What are you, nuts?
Oh wait, no, I did find one.
Space shuttle?
Eagle.
Eagle.
Ooh, USA.
Maybe I didn't see it.
The hell? Can you text it to me?
Yes.
Thanks. Oh, I remember, dude, one time we this well documented. We were never like a big intellectual game, that kind of thing. Cool.
You don't say.
Cool new art. We were never big on puzzles or anything.
More of a big mouth, big Billy Bass family.
Did I tell you? I this show was happening, and I went home. It was probably like 2 years ago, or a year ago, and we have a knockoff one that like someone made. It's not even a real one, dude. It was. I think my stepdad was like, "I ain't paying for that marketing." You know what I mean?
What's
like,
that? A mackerel?
He's like, "Steve, make some or whatever." It was on a 2x4.
It's a dead flounder. Thing starts stinking up the garage.
Is that halibut? But my brother one time, I think for Christmas or something, or birthday, his birthday was right by Christmas, so, and it was like right around now, he got a 3, this is when like that shit, they started pushing that kind of technology onto like consumer goods. It was a 3D puzzle. Kind of, and it turned into like, it was like supposed to be like a skyscraper or like an apartment
I know what
building.
you're talking about.
And we could never figure it out, dude. We got it like 4 stories high. It looked like Iraq. It just looked like something. It looked like a drone came in and took out a fucking city block. It was bad. It never got done.
Oh, man, when you couldn't do something as a family, you felt like a real loser.
Sure.
I remember me and my dad being in 7-Eleven for about an hour trying to
figure out the soda machine.
No,
It says push.
for a while, the 7-Eleven near us had a movie vending machine. This was cassette tapes or VHS.
A movie vending machine.
A movie vending
Redbox.
machine is similar to that, but
Okay.
this looked like a big candy vending machine with movies in it. And if something was wrong with the Blockbuster,
Your dad shaking it, going, "Give me Top Gun! I just want Top Gun."
And a Crunch Bar.
we own Top Gun, motherfucker. Hey, it's up there. If there was something wrong or fishy with the Blockbuster or the West Coast, like if there was...
You were a West Coast Video fan?
I worked at West Coast Video.
Oh, shit. How did I? Oh,
yeah.
We were a West Coast Video.
Senior year of high school, worked there.
Uh-huh.
Used to take a peruse in the back. And it was this couple owned it, and I'm pretty sure they were swinging.
Yeah.
It
now
was
I
this
think I
older
remember
dude with this
yeah.
smoke show wife. Man,
All right.
I used to have to work with her. Smell of popcorn and Twizzlers gets me going these days. I used to love the way that place
Do you
smelled.
remember being that young and like the hot girl at work who was like a little older or whatever? Man,
Yeah.
I worked at a golf course, and this girl was. There was two. There was the bartender at the golf course, who's always a smoke show, or the beverage cart girl. Shout out to you. And this other girl that worked with me, her dad owned it, and like they made her work for the summer. And man.
Hachi machi.
Dude, I'd come in like a dirty fucking shirt.
Hi, thanks for calling Stinger City. This is Kevin speaking.
How can I help you? Reporting for duty. She was this rich girl, man, and I
You
would
brought the little fella with you, huh?
I would pull up in like dirty cargo shorts and like yeah, and like I'd pull up in my Chevy Lumina with the paint peeling off of it, man. She was driving like a Jag or something. I didn't stand a chance. I'd pull up and see what she was working. Like, fuck! I should have showered today.
I guess I'm not getting lunch. Don't want to look like a loser.
Yeah, I'm eating 3 hot dogs in front of her. I used to crush diesels at that job.
You got a boyfriend or what? But no, me and my if there was anything wrong.
Saying shit like Sadie Hawkins dance is coming up.
What was in your Al pellet?
You want to do a time capsule sometime? If there was anything fishy with the Blockbuster card or the West Coast card.
Or like you owed money on it or something, you mean?
Yeah, and it still hadn't been properly, the case was still pending. Like my mom hadn't figured out.
Only you guys are going to West Coast video court. I'm on probation, goddammit.
I think we walked from West Coast Video. She just dipped on that. But if she hadn't figured out whose fault it was and put the screws in them, she'd pay it.
Sure.
But there was due process.
Yeah.
You had to figure out who
She was
did
going to cause
it.
a stink.
Yeah, she was causing a stink.
Uh-huh.
And we got jammed up one time. We went to Blockbuster, and it was like, you guys owe like $50. Fuck out of here. I'm not paying that.
I want to go fight this vending machine at 7-Eleven.
So we went up there, and literally for like an hour,
Just throwing chili dogs at it.
we're in like just like a.
They don't waste a good CD.
It was in like a regular aisle, like where like the candy was. And we're in there for like an hour. Like, I want to get there. What do you want? I couldn't figure out what I wanted. And then we go to fucking do it. And it's like we couldn't figure out how to get it out of there. We couldn't figure out how to put the money in. And the guy's like, I don't know. They put that in
That's
here.
a third party. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like the ATM machine.
It was brutal. Because I remember my neighbor's mom came in. And she was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? We're like, we're looking for a movie. She's like, all right. I felt like an idiot.
The only time I ever used one of those, I was on vacation with my family. VHS vending machine in the hotel lobby. I got Scream. So psyched. Threw it on, and my family came home right as it started. And my mom was like, what is this? Oh, my God. Right as Drew Barrymore's getting it, you know?
Uh-huh.
Made me go downstairs and swap it out for Spice World.
No.
What Spice World?
The Spice Girls movie.
Jesus.
Man.
That's what your dad wanted.
Now go to bed, Toby.
Should grab striptease while you're down here.
Spice up your life.
See if they got showgirls, huh?
That was never a thing of like not allowed to watch a movie or
They would just send us out.
it was like whatever.
My parents, really?
I mean, like we weren't watching porn at the house. but,
Violence was okay. Anything sexual, we would just say, get in the living room or, get in the hallway. I still knew what was going on.
Now that's how you make a real perv.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get back there and peek like a normal kid.
Smash your wiener on the back of the couch.
Yeah.
I remember one time it was not like whatever, like we didn't have HBO, we didn't have any premium chat, we didn't have anything at my mom's house, just basic cable. And then my dad had HBO, and I remember one time, it was like, probably, I was, 10 or 11, it was like a Saturday night, I didn't go out or whatever, we're just like sitting there watching TV, and he's flipping through
You and your hot dogs?
This was pre-guide, you know what I mean? Like, you're just clunking through channels. And it was when they were, like, slower, too.
My dad loved that.
It had to, I still do it.
Yeah.
It had to, land on a channel, you see it. Like, the technology wasn't, like, and, man, it's me and my dad, and he fucking hits, he goes to fucking, I guess we land on HBO, and it's some guy laying in bed. It's like a real sex. It was like a movie, or maybe it was show Cinemax or something. and it's this girl tugging this dude. He's fully naked, and she's like,
Hey, can you
kneeling
see his wiener?
Yeah, just
That wasn't HBO.
might have been Spice. No, it had to be Cinemax.
Hey, they didn't show dick in that. No, dude. You were watching Playgirl TV.
Dude, trust me, if we had it, I would have fucking known. There's no way.
It wasn't Cinemax or you didn't see penis. There's no way Cinemax and HBO weren't showing noodle.
I'm pretty sure, dude. It had to be. I don't know what to tell you. Or maybe it was like a regular movie, and that was like.
And it definitely wasn't Red Shoe Diary. It wasn't Dick Covey getting wet.
Red Shoe Diary.
Getting jerked off by Scully.
Did HBO show penis?
No. Never, believe
Yeah,
me.
here's the HBO's 25-year obsession with penis.
Really?
Yeah. So it
Huh.
might have just been a part of like a regular movie that had that scene in it. I don't know. It wasn't like, there was no music playing in the background or anything.
Man, a hand job scene in a movie is wild.
Man, I know.
Is your dad saying shit like nobody likes that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, HBO's long history of full frontal penis.
And how
From
long-
real sex to Game of Thrones. Yeah, I'm telling you.
What'd your dad
It had
do?
to be, because that was the only thing we ever had, I think.
What'd your dad do?
Started jerking off. No, I think he did I think it was just dead silence, and we were both kind of like, man, hey, this channel better hurry up so we can move on and act like this never happened.
Yikes.
Oh God, that's fucking great.
That's a tough look.
All right, let's see here. This is from O'Doyle Rules. Is it garbage to have a mechanical bull at your wedding reception?
Whoa.
Ooh,
If you're
goddamn.
from Texas or something.
Country, sure, I'll give you that. From the big country,
Mhm.
I'll give you that. That would be fun. And if it's not like a formal, if it's more of like a party type thing, I'd get that. And you're a couple of, ranchers.
My mom just went to a wedding
What?
in Texas.
Oh, I think it was, Jesus Christ. Fucking up there. Did you ever see...
Break a hip. No, but the photos, everyone, it is a little more cash.
Sure.
Nice jeans and a fucking pair of cowboy boots and like
Well, that's dressing up for a cowboy.
a jacket
Mm-hmm.
Bolo tie.
with a nice Stetson.
Mm-hmm.
Look pretty sweet.
That's, to me, a mechanical bull is very erotic.
Really?
It's not? Yeah, that's why the bars have them.
Oh, well, the chicks doing
Yeah, what do you
that.
mean the chick fucking humping a big bull? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why do you think they crank it to 11 when a guy gets on?
Yeah, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here,
that's what I was
loser.
thinking.
They launch him across the room.
Yeah, let's get Shelly back up here and fucking shake her tits.
See the whale tail.
Yeah.
I never thought about
Yeah,
that.
and then they tilt it and then it's like it's just some hornball back there with a joystick wailing on himself like HBO. Yeah, so if you had one of those at a wedding, people be fucking hooking up left and right.
That's not bad.
You get all drunk, it's like no one's doing that sober. That's like you're drunk and then there's just a bunch of dudes,
I thought it always was to try to get you off. I didn't even think about that.
It is if you're thinking about it.
Mechanical bull in a wedding dress is a next level tough look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You figure if you have one of those, you're changing. A lot of those broads, they change now. They take the gown off and put something comfortable on. Don't they?
I don't think so.
No?
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but most weddings, the girls. I think
thought you had like the gown for the ceremony and then a reception thing. You'll put on like some sweats or something or whatever. It is.
sweats.
Or like a cocktail dress.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that. I think those girls are very adamant about their dress and looking good in their dress and showing it off. You know?
I bet you there's for sure a situation where it's like the zipper pants where they zipped into shorts where you could like
Sure.
zip off a section. to
Yeah,
make-
yeah.
I'm sure. But I think as most, I don't know, every wedding I've been to, no one's ever changed into sweats, as you called them.
Not sweats. Sweats was a bad
Just
choice.
ripping her dress off like her warm up pants.
Starting center.
Hopping on the Sibian.
Yeah, see? The bull's very Sibian-esque. Man, remember the first time I saw that thing? Achi, machi.
on-
I think it was Stern. And I was like, where did they make this thing custom?
Dude, I remember, I can tell you exactly when it was. It was fucking 1991. I was in the back of my brother's car. There was like 4 of us in the car driving the fucking school, and he had somebody on talking about this and that, like some stripper or porn star or something like that. And when Howard used to he'd get into that voice and be like, "No, what'd you do that?" And dude, the 4 of us just not saying a word, just rock fucking hard. Just fucking jumped up, dude.
Yeah.
Driving to school.
That was something else. When
It's
you
like walking into a school with a loaded gun.
I know. When you couldn't access that information as easily as you can now, when you came across it, it was so,
It was unbelievable.
sultry.
What it did to you. The level of hormones that were being pumped through your body.
I know.
Nuts.
I remember watching Stern when it was on TV, and it was everything would be blurred and stuff like that, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And
The
then
Channel 9 show?
I don't remember
It was
what.
on HBO. That one?
Or on demand? He had a
Yeah, it was on demand on
Yeah.
like HBO or whatever.
All right.
Or
but
Showtime or something.
But I remember it would be all blurred and pixelated, and I'd be like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then it cut to his big nose, and I'd be like, "Get out of here, Howard!"
I know that.
Man.
Yeah. I've seen a girl I went to high school with was on it, got topless as a Playboy contest. And I mean, when we found that out, I sped over to my buddy's house to catch that.
Wait, she was in high school?
We were just out of high school.
Oh,
I think it
okay.
was summer going in. Yeah, not
Gotcha.
in high school. It was summer going into freshman year or maybe just after freshman. It was an 18 or 19.
Yeah, anytime he did stuff like that, you had
And
to
the other
peek
2,
it.
she was up with 2 uggos.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I'm like, this is set up for her to win. Yeah, it was all.
She win?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. What
Whoa.
was that? She was a
Oh, that's
playmate
right.
for a long time.
A playmate.
A girl had dinner with me and my family, and within
What?
10 minutes was telling my parents how she had Jello wrestled on Jerry Springer.
Jeez.
Wait,
where?
was this a girl you were dating?
No, it's just a homie.
A friend of yours?
Yeah.
Keep a tight crew, huh? What?
Yeah, dude.
Scholars and artists, huh?
It was bad. She was staying with us for like 4 days too. It was
Why would
off
she
rip.
volunteer that information?
Because I ran around with thieves and scallywags.
Why was she staying? Why was she staying with you?
What's up?
Why was she staying with you?
I love Toby. What's up? When he for sure heard the question. What'd you say?
Would she have a match in town?
This is during the jelly shortage at 08.
No, she was just visiting. We were in Scotland at the time. She came to hang.
Jeez.
Yeah, bad look.
Yeah.
Man, I doubt your mother appreciated that.
Well, she was more upset that she didn't eat any of her food that she'd cooked.
Just imagine your mom cut. Oh, so you are a dirty whore. Just like- oh, Toby didn't mention you were a dumb whore. Filthy tramp, I think. Oh, man.
she had dinner and didn't eat?
Yeah.
I would have fucking lost it too.
She was cutting weight for the match. You know how it goes, big guy. Yeah.
I've been there, sister.
3 more pounds, all water weight.
I'd have been pissed too.
It wasn't great.
My cousin brought a friend to Thanksgiving one time, I think I told you, and she got there and went up and took a nap.
What?
My uncle was like, "What the fuck is
Get
this?"
this broad out
And
of
then
my house.
came down after Grace, like halfway through the meal, like all sleepy, and like got like a little bit of mashed potatoes and some turkey. Fucking never saw her again. Get out. All right. What the fuck you staring at me for? I was agreeing with you. I was agreeing with your mother.
I was trashing you. I was agreeing with your mom.
I was just listening.
All right, let's see here. This is from the head homie. Are you garbage if you've ever been told you know how much underwater welders make? Every dirtbag knows that. No, you know how much they make, and then it's always way over $14 million an hour.
Them and the guys that change the bulbs on Transformers.
Oh, yeah. That kind of shit.
They make it seem like it's an hour and you get $8 million. Which it's good money.
That's like that one. There was like that clip going around. That guy has to climb like that crazy high saddle or
Yeah.
antenna, and he's like got to do it once a year, and he can make some crazy amount of money to do it. Or
That's why this is before
It's $600,000 a year.
yeah,
to do as an underwater welder.
No, to change those light bulbs on those cranes or those towers.
$600,000 a year.
It takes you like 6 hours to climb it. and it's crazy dangerous.
Yeah. You're hooked up, though.
Can you see what an underwater welder makes? Also, I believe that is one of the very dangerous jobs.
An underwater welder, you think?
Mhm.
That shit's brutal.
Yeah.
Those guys that go down there in the dark and can't see shit, get the fuck out of here.
What do you got, T-Bone?
$22 an hour.
Get out of here! Is that just one of those dirtbag blue-collar myths?
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, that's why
It's an underwater welder in New York City.
Man, that's got to be the highest rate, too. In the fucking Hudson?
this is before To Catch a Predator. No,
What?
Deadliest Catch. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Without the crabs.
This is before Deadliest Catch. When I
Sure.
was in high school, we floated the idea of going up to Alaska and work on a crabbing boat because they said you could make so much money.
Sure.
But it was so dangerous.
Well, what's his name? Soder went up there. And
That's
worked at,
right.
like a cannery or something, right?
Yeah.
Those dudes are. I mean, I loved that show. I'll still watch that show. I was like all about that
Rough
fucking
breed.
show. Yeah, it's a rough. You have to be a certain kind of fucking detached from reality. Go to Alaska and then get on a boat and go even fucking further out. You know what I mean? That's a guy running from something.
It's
That kind of guy.
And oil rig guys.
Sure, that's a thing I never understood.
That looked cool.
It's got kind of a firefighter vibe because you're like out there eating stew with your boys or whatever.
Firefighter with a record.
What do they call them?
Yeah.
Hard hats? Hard something?
Roughnecks.
Roughnecks.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty
That's
sick.
real cool.
Those guys get laid.
Couple of roughnecks.
Roughnecks.
What are those things?
Then the government might ask you to save the world.
Yeah.
Shout out to Armageddon.
Shoot you to space.
That
Yeah.
Ben Affleck clip that's going around of him going up to J.J. Abrams, direct that movie?
No, Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, going to Michael Bay and being like, why is it easier to train drill guys to be astronauts than astronauts to drill? And he was like, get the fuck out of my face.
Oh, what, on the set?
On the set. They're like halfway through the movie.
Well, that's like the biggest flaw of that movie.
Yeah.
Instead, they shoot Steve Buscemi into space to save the day.
Man, I don't care who you are. That was a fucking home run.
Man, that'll still get me to tear up.
Dude, I'm always crying at the end of that. Affleck and Willis. Harry!
Wow, Liv Tyler?
Woo! Love a Liv Tyler.
Hello.
LD.
Loved her in Lord of the Rings, too.
Great.
The Elf Princess.
Empire Records.
Never saw it.
Really?
No. Got your back for staring
Yeah,
at
that's
me.
probably his favorite movie. What are you talking about?
I was listening.
Used to watch it at West Coast all the time.
Just trash you, this guy. Talk about a fucking throw you in front of the bus. What are those? I never understood. What are those things that are they oil rigs? Like the platforms in the water?
Yeah.
Is that, and then people live on those?
Yeah.
No. That's insane. to
That's
me.
the thing that in the Gulf, didn't that blow up? Or was that
That's in the Gulf. No, that was a pipeline, wasn't it?
that was just a pipeline?
I don't know. I'm not up on current events from 20 years ago.
Yeah, they're oil rigs. They're
And
deep
they
water.
Yeah, that deep water shit.
The Deepwater Horizon.
Whoa. Is that a real
It's a
name?
movie.
Event Horizon is the movie you're thinking of.
Okay.
What was that thing down there? I forget.
Man,
was
I'm
it like an
dumb on
alien
pet
or
topics.
something?
We got two things going. All right, Kippy, Event Horizon, Foley. What were you asking?
What was the thing in Event Horizon?
It was the spaceship that went to hell.
That went to hell.
Yeah.
Huh.
Amazing movie for 2 acts. It really falls apart in the third.
Yeah, I liked it.
Roughneck, still the same thing, 23 an hour. I guess, I think those guys.
You don't spend any of the money,
You
though.
can get that job on ZipRecruiter. Yikes. I guess that job is like, yeah, you go there for 2 months, or it's like that long, like that shift work.
And you don't spend any money.
You don't spend any money while you're out there, and then you're also you're based in Texas or something, or Louisiana, like something that's not.
Probably wailing on yourself out there.
Oh, could you imagine?
Just pin up fucking calendars.
Fucking leave me home for a day. I get after it.
The only reason I know about those things is because G.I. Joe had one of those. It was
Oil rig?
Yeah, it was a base. It was a base, but it was shaped like one of those. That's where my interest, my curiosity in those came as a young man.
I feel that. They're not I think they're anchored too. Like some of them aren't. It's not like they're not on stilts that go to the.
It reminds me of Deep Blue Sea, and I don't like it.
Oh yeah. Sharks that swim backwards. No one likes that, man.
Oh man,
Fuck that.
Deep Blue Sea
you never seen that?
is LL Cool J in that?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the chef or the cook.
it was the cook.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Man, that one will fucking freak me out. It's like Bourne Identity with sharks. Those guys are. It's Jason Bourne. Man, those sharks learn, and then I didn't like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They start like putting like plasma in their head to make them smarter.
Right. Yeah.
Never fuck with them.
Using guns and shit.
Smoking heaters. Where you at? Come out. I know you're in there.
We got your family out here.
You live at 123 Main Street. I could never do none of that shit. I would panic being out there alone. That was even with the cruise ship. I was having panic. Like that first hour on the cruise of like I'm just out here, stuck out here,
Jammed up.
freaks me out. So like living in that kind of thing.
Take a while for a chopper to get out there and get you. Then getting raised off the thing.
I'm the guy. I'd rather go down with the ship than be in that basket hanging out, spinning or whatever.
They just did that somewhere where they pulled like 53 people out of the water. And it took them like hours. I would fucking freak out waiting for that.
Plus,
they probably wouldn't be able to take me.
Yeah.
Those things.
Have to get 2 choppers.
Nah, I think like a Coast Guard Black Hawk helicopter could lift me out of the water. And pull it down.
No, you'd probably be fine.
They charge me for it. God damn it.
Those helicopters lift like 50-ton fucking like air conditioning units. And
Sure. Yeah, one of those crane ones. You ever see those things?
What?
The helicopter that has like the legs that come out like that and it's like hollowed
the
out.
Ospreys or whatever?
No. They're for moving things.
Yeah, it's how they put like antennas on the top of skyscrapers and stuff.
Yeah, my family's company used to do it down in Philly. I would take off school and go and look at them all the time.
What, the helicopters?
Yeah, if they had to get units up on the sky, like on the high rises.
Yeah.
I never told you any of this?
No.
Really? Oh, yeah. All growing up. Not all growing up, but at least once a year.
I thought you
had
guys just did wonky sheetrock and bad copper.
Yeah.
Some of them do that.
You guys had a helicopter on standby? You
Not
hired
on
a
standby.
company.
Yeah. So
you
it's
get to meet the pilot?
No, they don't even get out. They just fucking I remember the one guy flew up from Kentucky, made like 3 stops and was going to Boston and then turning back around. Like,
no shit.
So you're like, we block off traffic, like block off Market Street or whatever. The units are on the back of a fucking truck. Just like unstrapped, all ready to wait. They're all fucking.
The helicopter would come into the city?
Yeah.
And like come down in the middle of
I don't know how far down, but yeah, like.
Whoa.
Or like we was picking him up here, like where he could get close enough. And then pick them up from the street.
Whoa.
You'd hook them, put those little like anchor eyelets on. Dude, I was standing right there. I was like shot.
That shit's dangerous.
Yeah, I remember it, but I was enthralled. And then you pick them up and they take them up. Then there's a whole other crew up there that says like, they do all the hand signals. They drop it down on the.
I've seen
skid.
like most shocking videos where one of those got loose.
Sure.
On a fucking like hotel in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking caused some damage. Mayor was on the phone.
Yeah.
You're ruining half the city.
Just guts to me. Yeah, I loved it. I would take off school every time they had one. It was a handful of them. It wasn't like
you little dirtball.
Man, those pilots talk about nerves of steel, dude.
I think it's just they're so used to it. You know what I mean?
Nerves of steel.
Nerves of steel.
Crazy.
Type of guy, bar fight breaks out, he doesn't even look up from his beer.
He finishes it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, shit's nuts.
Um,
Even getting in a helicopter is crazy.
This is the type of guy who cries once every 10 years, but it's real gnarly when he does it.
It's a Magnum PI.
Gets him. That's what cracks him as an episode.
Finally gets him.
You ever see the last Magnum PI? Ooh, it's a tearjerker.
Oh, yeah?
He gets killed. He goes to heaven.
Magnum PI?
Yeah.
They cut to him in heaven?
He's in heaven most of the last 2 episodes.
I thought like he lost one of his Hawaiian shirts or something.
No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's an odd choice for a
He
TV
gets popped
show?
in a warehouse, and he still has to solve the crime. What's going on? Something with his ex-wife and his buddy from Nam. They were all like that, really. It's the whole show. I fucking love that show, man. Tom Selleck was the fucking shit.
You know what caught me at the right age for the right amount of time, unironically?
What?
Walker, Texas Ranger.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big time. I think my stepdad used to watch it. That's what got me going.
I seen a few episodes in the heat of the night.
Oh, man, that Walker was all right.
Anytime I would flip on that's in a category of like Xena Warrior Princess. I'm like, who watches this shit?
Oh.
Well, Xena Warrior Princess.
She had a set of jugs on her. I'm calling balls and
Dude,
strikes over
That
here.
was Saturday on Fox. Saturday afternoons on Fox, you could catch that, and it was followed up by a Star Trek Next Generation. And I'm in. Man, catch a Deep Space Nine. That lineup in the middle of the day wasn't too shabby.
Walker Texas Ranger
It was
is
so good, dude.
hillbilly soap opera, dude.
I loved it.
Touched by an Angel was all right, too.
Every fight
Jane Seymour.
every fight scene is him throwing a punch about 19 feet away from a guy who then like jumps through a window.
Sure, flies through a plate glass window.
Is that Kevin Sorbo? Who was Xena Warrior Princess's counterpart? I thought
Hercules.
It was Kevin Sorbo, I think.
Or that was a spin-off of Hercules?
Something like that. I think Hercules was a spinoff of...
No, that can't be. The Xena Warrior Princess had to be a spinoff of Hercules?
I think that was the first one to come out. She was printing money back then. What are you talking about?
It's a spin-off of Hercules.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That
Hercules
was
came
his
first?
main broad. Yeah. Hercules?
134 episodes? Hello, little bit of gauge.
Yeah.
Damn.
Back then, too. That's fucking money. Oh, you're talking about.
That's all right. All right, let's see here. This one's from Are You Gary V. Ever kick and scream at a recliner for not closing? Man, that shit fucking kills me. Kills me. It'll really, dude, because you're doing that like you're doing that like weird thrust. And it's very uncomfortable, and you're stuck back. Oh, I fucking hate it. There's that video going around of that guy screaming. He's like kicking it and punching it. And did you see it? He ends up flipping it. It's
No.
great. Wigs
Is
out.
it a manual one?
I don't know.
I used to love those. Pop that back.
Yeah, I feel like quick draw.
Couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, we had. I remember when we got them at my dad's house. Man, that was fucking.
We weren't a recliner family.
We weren't
up until recently.
No, we never. My mom, we never were. But I guess he came across some of that helicopter money or something, and man, he got these green ones that were. You couldn't. People used to come over. I go check this out.
We were couch people.
We still are.
Non-sectional couch people.
Still.
Still no sectional at the Foldies.
Yeah, my mom just has 2 sofas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A love seat and a 3-seater.
Yeah. Oh no, we're sectional now. We're sectional people.
Look at you.
Maybe 2-3 years ago. Now that I think about it.
There you go.
Look at that.
We have a recliner now, but it was left over from when my dad was sick.
We might have.
It's a robo recliner. Like raise him up so he can get up.
I bet you love that.
I use it every time I'm home.
You're standing up eating dinner in it.
I always use it. I was like, stop doing that. Get out of the chair. Hey, you paid for it.
You know what's really trashy? What we just did, last month at Madison, a massage chair.
Yeah.
Oh man, that thing tickles you in all the right places. That's one of those things that you're like, there's no way these work, and then you get in it and you're like, this is the best version of this could be. They're so good. I gotta get one for the crib. Fucking take the edge off, shake it out. Ain't them.
Have you ever sat in a broken massage chair in someone's house? Doesn't work anymore, but you can still feel the balls poking in the back.
I don't know. I'm sure at some point. I don't know if I ever knew anybody that had one really.
My buddy had one that did not work.
And that's just a chair.
That's a chair now.
Yeah.
That's just a real uncomfortable chair.
That's exactly what that is. Counterintuitive. I did one at the mall. I remember I did one at the mall for the first time probably when I was like 22 years old. Blew my fucking hair back. Oxford Valley Mall, getting all in there.
Yeah.
Like whoever was shopping, my mom or something. I said, give me a 5 spot. Go get me an Annie Ann's. I'll be here. All right, let's do one more here. This is from Whatberg, $10 bozo. Is it garbage if your dad took you and your brothers to the movies every 2 weeks just so he could squeeze in what he dubbed the $5 nap? First time I called him snoozing was during Too Fast, Too Furious. Man, that's all right if you're looking for a fucking 2-hour dark
I don't know a dad that
climate-controlled.
don't fall asleep at the movies.
I never understood that as a kid. I'm like, what are you doing? There's explosions now, dude. You catch me in a movie theater. If it's after 8 p.m., Kippy go night.
Especially if you crush the candy and popcorn during the previews. I'm out.
Forget about it.
Oh, fuck. Good night.
That's one of
Nice and dark and cool in there. Especially with those recliner chairs.
oh man,
Out.
fucking forget about it.
Out.
I want to do the one. There's a bunch of them now, but there's a new one in New York that I drive by a bunch of, like the restaurant style one. I don't know if it's like you order on the card or the phone and you lay back. I want to do that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But also, I'm like, I could just do that at home. I don't need fucking,
True.
I'm not gonna really enjoy the movie. I'm there for the amenities. You know what I
For the
mean?
CP time.
Kippy goes, I have 2 tickets to Sheepy Town, please.
Going to a movie, getting a lay flat.
Can I have a few Bloody Marys, please? All right, we got to wrap it up.
Gang, we love you to death.
Uh-huh.
Grab those tickets for that town hall show, New York City. It's going to go quick. I'm telling you right now. Come see the boys. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Peace.